Spain for me is one of my favourite countries in the world. I couldn't recommend it highly enough for a great rail journeys holiday. In terms of the rail travel, Spain actually has one of the best high-speed rail networks in Europe, if not the world, which actually is quite surprising, but it's fantastic. It makes travel so easy. Spain's a real country of contrasts. For me, you sort of go from the Mediterranean coast and sort of glorious golden beaches to some of the most wonderful historic cities that I've ever seen. I always think that, I don't understand why more people don't go on a cultural holiday to Spain. For me, the cities are just as beautiful as those of Italy, but without the queues. So really you go as well from the northern cities, the sort of Catholic heartland of Spain, and then down in the south you've got really strong Moorish influences. So there really is, depending which area of the country you're going to visit, there's a lot to see and a lot to discover. So the cuisine for me is absolutely wonderful. One of the greatest things about eating in Spain is the sort of tapas style dining. So it's a great sociable occasion because the dishes are in the middle of the table. You really are sort of sharing that experience with your fellow travellers. Our excursions that we try to include and incorporate within our tours in Spain are really varied, and they go from sort of world famous sites such as the Alhambra Palace in Granada, which is absolutely stunning and one of the greatest examples of Moorish architecture. Favourite place to be is a place called Cadaqués on the Catalan coast. We include in our Catalan coast tours. It's the most quaint, beautiful little sort of fishing village, and it's got lovely little quaint shops and a sort of 3 or 4 sandy bays right in the centre of the town. It's just the most peaceful place to be. On the island of Majorca, we include an excursion on the Tren de Soller, which is a lovely old train. It's all vintage carriages, and the train travels from Palma through the mountains, through the interior of Majorca, which is very undeveloped and beautiful, stunning mountain scenery, and eventually arrives at the Port de Soller. At the end, between the town of Soller and Port de Soller, we include a journey on an old tram as well, so it really is a lovely, relaxed way to see the island. Spain is a fantastic destination to visit. It really is sort of a land of contrast. There's so much to see and do. There's wonderful historic cities that you'll probably never have heard of, and once you go there you'll wish you didn't have to